Welcome back to Take It Slow Homestead. I'm Carol, and today I'm going to work in the chicken coop for a little bit. And I have right here, still one of those renegade chickens, and I'm thinking about getting my net, capturing her, and clipping her wings, so I might do that today too. But first of all, we're going to see if we can take some Tweety birds by surprise. Yeah, look at that. They make me so mad. So I'm going to just come over here. If I just hold up my hand, move it a little bit, they eventually go out. Go on. Go on, you missed it. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Can do it. All right, maybe it can't do it. Go on, get out. They eat my chicken's food. I don't like that. Okay, it went out. They're stuck here in the hallway. So I'm just gonna walk down here. Hope they don't poop on me as they're flying overhead. All right, there's one in here. This is the second coop. Go on. Go on. Go on. Let's see if I can get those. Oh. Oh. All right, one of them went under the wall and back into the first coop. But there are none in the third coop. I think they all got scared and ran away, flew away. Well, let's go back in the first coop, see if that one is still in here. Are you in here? Don't know, I guess it went out. So, I'm thinking maybe if I can, probably have to set the timer, come out here every hour or so for a few days and just chase them out. Maybe they will get the idea. This is not their house. And I don't want them in here. I don't want them eating my chicken's food. If they will just fly south, that would be great. I will save money on chicken feed, and there won't be all this little Tweety bird poop everywhere. It's really not quite time to gather the eggs yet, but I'll just be a little bit early today. They usually lay their eggs fairly early in the day, so I could probably come out here and get the eggs earlier than I do. I usually wait until early evening just in case. You know, I'm always waiting for one more egg to be laid. So look, in this one, there's none in there. And there's a few in here. These guys lay eggs pretty well. I have about 18 of the red stars and 7 of the white leghorns. Okay, there's those. So here's the newer nest that has been in here for a while. They still have not laid any eggs in that nest. But they like to lay them in this bucket, so I'm keeping the bucket here, or the pail, so they can keep laying in it. And then lately they've been laying back in this corner. Okay, there's those. Let's see what we got here. There you are. How you doing? Good? Look at you guys. You look so good. You probably want a snack, huh? I'm going to give you some treats out in the run and also some feed. So they have devoured it along with the Tweety birds, and the reason why I know that is because, yeah, there's Tweety bird poop right there. So that's not good. Can always tell when they've been where they shouldn't be. So I am going to see if I can do this one-handed. Nope, I can't. So I will go get my tripod and do this the right way. Hey girls, you want a snack, huh? Yes, you do. You're looking so good. Here we go. So when I was trying to do it with one hand, I accidentally knocked that right off of the nail up there. And these are just the crumbs right here that are left in the bottom of their feeder. So occasionally I will dump those out. There's that. Is that the nail I had it on? I don't think so. I think I had it right here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm just going to take these eggs and put them out there in the first part of the coop. Well, I've just been chasing a chicken around the yard for a few minutes. One of those white ones, trying to catch it so I can clip her wing. But she outran me, and so now she's hiding under a shed. So I missed getting her. Well, I'm still going to give the rest of the chickens a treat and of wheat and a little bit of rice with it that a friend of mine gave me. They had some rice that was starting to get old, and so I got to have it for my chickens, so that's really nice. So let's get the treat ready, give them that, and then I'm going to actually give them their feed and make sure that they have plenty of water, and then I'll be finished with those chores for today. So a little bit of rice, mostly wheat. Let's go give these to the chickens out in their run. Okay. Wow, the sun is low in the sky. You know, when it gets like this, and I'm looking out my kitchen window, which faces north, the sun just glares off of the trees and everything in the front yard, and a lot of times I have to just close my blind because it's so bright this time of year when the sun does that. Okay, there you go. There you go. Looks like you need water over there, so I'll be getting you that. They love their treats. Whoa! I must have turned the wrong way. They got scared. Or maybe it's because I have a weapon in my hands, right? We'll go back in and get some more treats. I call them treats. Everything except their normal laying pellets I call treats, because they do like the wheat better and whatever else I give them. A little bit of rice. Well, let's see, just a tiny bit. A little wheat. Now this is going to go to the birds that are in the second coop. And in the first coop, that's where my last year's order of birds, well, let's see, it was actually, I think now it's actually been 2 years ago that I got those. Maybe that's why they decided to stop laying this winter. I don't remember ever having any that were so all of a sudden quit laying. So I don't know if it's the Tweety birds that are bothering them, or if it's just the way this variety molts. They are whiting true green and whiting true blue. And it's the first time we've ever had them, so I don't know if this variety does this all the time or what. Oh, I spilled some of the wheat, but guess what? That's perfectly fine. They'll just eat it wherever it falls. Hey ladies, get your treat. And you guys. There's 1, 2, 3. All right. Everybody's happy for their treats. We'll go back out. And I'm going to put my containers away and then give these guys some water. Now I'm going to go back to this other run and give these ladies some water back here. I'm always counting the white ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's just one of them that's not in here. Probably the one that I've been chasing around. Okay, we got them taken care of. Everybody has food and treats and water, so they should be super happy. Happy animals are productive animals. I'm just going to check in here just to see if that chicken wandered in here. Nope, she did not. But I'm going to feed them their layer pellets. So the birds in the third coop, the ones that I just watered, they get 2 scoops. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you will know that that's what these girls get. They're the younger hens, and they're growing fast, and they're the ones that are laying almost all of the eggs. So they eat more. So there's 1 scoop, and I'm gonna go get the other. I guess it's kind of like us humans. If we're expecting a baby, we can eat pretty much whatever we want. And we don't gain any weight except for whatever the baby is gaining. So I guess it's kind of like that with these new hens. They're laying a lot of eggs, and they're hungrier, and they need to eat more food. And I don't think they're gonna gain any weight either. They just eat what they need to eat. They don't do what we do, right? Okay, this scoop right here, I'm going to give most of it to the peacock and the 3 hens that are in coop number 2. And if a little bit that's going to be left in here, I will give to the first coop. I'm really tempted to give all of these chickens less feed because apparently there's enough for them and the Tweety birds. So it's hard to know what to do. So I think I'm just going to give these, which there are 16 birds in here, 16 chickens, 1 rooster and 15 hens, or something like that, pretty close to 16. I'm going to just give them half a scoop, and hopefully they will get it and not the Tweety birds. And by the way, the Tweety birds are basically sparrows. Sometimes we get starlings. Mostly just the smaller sparrows. And I just don't know why they call this their home. So I'm going to try to make it more difficult for them. I've tried various things, but they still come. All right. Everybody's got their treats, their layeration or layer ration, however you want to say it. They got their water all filled up. And that's it. And I've gathered the eggs. So, yay! Chores are done. Now, I have something that I want to show you real quick. First of all, I need to turn the water off. Let that bush have some water. There's the eggs. I will come back and get those in a bit. We're going to walk over this way. I have a field over here. We used to have a horse a long time ago. We've actually had a pony, then we had a 20-year-old, what do they call them? A horse like Trigger. I can't think of it. And then we had, when he died, we eventually got another horse. And this is the field that the horse used to be in. So it isn't planted with anything. There's the burning pile. Do you remember those videos? Isn't planted with any special kind of grasses. These are just the wild native grasses that come up every year. And I try to keep this area mowed during the summer. We have a shed right over there. Our neighbors behind us have a container that they use for their business. So right over here we have this shed. So funny that the horses that we had in here hardly ever came in here. And over the years it has lost a couple of boards. That one needs to be put back on right there. There is a window over here. This part that I'm showing you right now is actually a window. You can see the fence behind this shed. So that window is about 2 feet tall and I don't know, let's see, 6, 10, probably 8 or 9 feet, maybe 10 feet long, I don't know what it is. Since we put it up, the boards have lost their bark, so there's lots of gaps. One of my projects that I want to do is to fix this shed up so that it can be used. It also needs ceiling repair. If I remember right, we just had some of that corrugated fiberglass stuff over part of this ceiling. Not all of it though. There's actually quite a bit of ceiling that needs to be replaced. But yeah, this would be really nice to get this fixed up. It would be really nice. So out here then, you can see from this point of view, I have this field and I want to do something with it. I want it to be productive. So I'm thinking about planting it with some dry land mixture of grasses that doesn't need much water annually. I think that would be good if I could get that started. And I eventually want to fence in all of my property, mainly, number one, to keep the deer out, number two, to keep the noise out. I'm just so amazed at how much more traffic we have these days than we used to. And it's not going to get any quieter because there's neighborhoods being built and a school, and so there's good reasons for people to go up and down this road, but I don't need all the traffic noise. So for my birthday, which was a couple of weeks ago, my son and his family came over. I didn't know they were going to do this. And look what they did. They built me a fence. So this is called the east fence because it's on the east of this field. It goes clear up to the road. So, yay, we're on our way. And looking forward to completing this fence and having a more secure and quiet homestead area here. In the meantime, I have a lot of work to do. There's this big roll of fencing that we'll probably use elsewhere in this same area. And just to show you what all I'm going to be doing in the next several months, course, the weeds are easy to get out, but there's some really big stumps over there. There's some old lumber right there. Some of it is still reusable, some of it isn't. All of that needs to be sorted through. I'm going to be moving the burning pile from here to over here. I think I might have mentioned this. I don't know, maybe not. So I've actually started right here another little tiny burning pile right there. This compost that I started this summer, compost pile right there, that's going to be spread out, maybe right around this area, because why not? Just spread it out right there. And then I have this pile of wood chips, which I showed you the other day, and I think my son wants this for his landscaping, so we'll see. So it's going to be interesting, I hope for you as well as me, to see the changes that I'm going to be making to this area right here to make it more productive instead of just a piece of field with junk in it that doesn't really have a purpose. This is my father's old fishing boat, and so I'm going to be moving it outside of this pasture area. I'm going to call this the pasture. And anyway, I have a lot of cleanup to do. It's going to be fun. I love to clean up areas and make them look better. I showed you before that we have horseshoe courts in our backyard. We have 3 of them because we're a horseshoe pitching family. So now we will go get the eggs and head back into the house. Thanks for hanging out with me today, following me around as I tried to take control of my chickens, but you know, once they escape, they're kind of hard to get back in. It's easier if you have 2 people. And so when my grandkids are over here, it's a lot easier to get the chickens in and to catch them, to clip their wings, whatever. Since I was just by myself today and couldn't catch the silly thing, but it was a good lesson for me. I always learn something when I'm outside doing things in the yard with the animals. It's a big learning project all the time. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll follow along while I continue to do work on the newly designated pasture area. I think that's going to be a really fun project, so hope you can continue hanging out with me. In the meantime, please subscribe and like and make a comment and share with your friends. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.